We live in a truly amazing world. Life never ceases to surprise us in ways we often do not imagine. Whether it is new discoveries in the natural world or inventions made in a laboratory, many moments can simply take your breath away. Here are 22 facts about the world that will truly leave you shocked. Before proceeding, do subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Marie Curie's books are still radioactive. Polish physicist Marie Curie discovered polonium and radium and went down in history as one of the greatest scientists to have ever lived. Yet Curie paid a heavy price for her passion. She died of health complications that resulted from her work with radioactive substances. More than 80 years down the line, her books and house are still radioactive. Anyone wishing access to her manuscripts needs to sign a waiver claiming no liability due to the dangers of radiation. Leonardo da Vinci could write and draw at the same time. Truly one of the greatest figures to have ever lived, Da Vinci is remembered as an artist, a sculptor, and a scientist. As if these were not enough credentials for a man so ahead of his time, Leonardo da Vinci has another feather added in his cap. The Italian artist could reportedly write and draw at the same time. Shocking as this is, records from his time chronicle the maestro being able to write with one hand and sketch simultaneously with the other. Until 2011, beer was a soft drink in Russia. This was because any beverage with less than 10% alcohol was not regarded as alcoholic. The classification of this popular beverage changed in 2011 when former President Dmitry Medvedev signed a bill to that effect. Stopping a sneeze can cause death. Stifling a sneeze may seem polite, and yet this action can have numerous consequences on your health. Doctors say that stopping a sneeze by pinching your nose can lead to brain vessels getting ruptured in the brain. This can undoubtedly cause major health complications and can even be fatal. So, the next time you feel like a sneeze, just let it out. A jellyfish is 95% water. A jellyfish is truly a fascinating form of sea life with its fluid form. Yet, did you know that the jellyfish attributes this form to the fact that its body is composed of 95% water? That's right, the solid matter in this sea creature is composed of a very simple structure that lacks a heart or blood. A man hiccuped for 68 years continuously. In 1922, Iowa resident Charles Osborne began hiccuping when he slipped and fell down while weighing a pig for slaughter. The hiccups continued throughout the course of his life until 1990. That's a whopping 68 years of hiccups. During that time, Osborne lived a pretty much normal life and even got married twice. A cockroach can survive without its head. If a cockroach's head is cut off, it can surprisingly stay alive. This is all thanks to the insect's open circulatory system that allows it to breathe through tiny openings on its body surface. Thus, a cockroach does not require a mouth or any facial part to breathe. Though the cockroach does eventually die without its head as it is unable to drink water while missing its mouth. The fortune cookie is American. The fortune cookie is perhaps one of the most anticipated parts of a Chinese meal. Yet, did you know that this cookie is not Chinese in origin? The cookie was invented in 1918 in California and has now gone on to become a quintessential part of a Chinese meal. French was once the official language of England. This may truly come as a shock considering that the English and the French have not really seen eye to eye according to historical records. Yet, French was the language of nobility for close to 400 years in the medieval age. It is important to remember that the commoners spoke English, it was only the royalty that spoke French. Chameleons do not change colors to camouflage. Now, this might come as a shock to most, but chameleons do not change their color to blend with their surroundings. In fact, scientists believe that chameleons change their shades to suit their moods, health, and temperature. This definitely goes to bust the age-old belief that chameleons can camouflage at will. Prince Charles and Prince William never traveled together. Did you know that British royalty has very specific rules about travel? Father and son, Prince Charles and Prince William are not permitted to travel in the same flight. The reasoning for this is simple. In the event of an air tragedy, Britain would lose two heirs to the throne at the same time. Recently, however, these rules have been relaxed as we have seen Prince William travel with his son Prince George time and again. Carrots were originally purple in color. Carrots are a vegetable that best exemplify the color orange. But would you believe that their original shade was actually purple? Carrots grown over 1,000 years ago in modern-day Afghanistan were a shade of dark purple. The modern carrot emerged from research and experimentation done by Dutch growers in the 16th century who developed the sweet orange carrot we all know and love today. The glowing beaches of Vaduz. We have all heard of glow-in-the-dark t-shirts and clocks, but have you ever seen a glow-in-the-dark beach? Vaduz Island in the Maldives is one of the most unique beaches in the world owing to its shimmery beach that has earned it the nickname the Sea of Stars. There is a pretty simple explanation for what really causes the nightly glow. A chemical reaction called bioluminescence helps marine microorganisms ward off predators. This natural process has resulted in Vaduz Beach becoming one of the world's most sought-after honeymoon destinations. Falling in love is like smoking crack cocaine. Did you know that medical research has proven that falling in love brings about the same high as smoking crack cocaine? The same two brain chemicals, dopamine and norepinephrine, get activated during a cocaine rush and when falling in love. So, we can safely say that falling in love gives a safer and completely legal high. The term third world doesn't imply poverty. Most of us correlate the phrase third world countries with poor or developing nations. The origins of this phrase are actually different. Post-World War II, the world was split into three groups. The American side called the First World, the Communists on the East called the Second World, and the rest of the globe that fell into neither bloc being called the Third World. Your breath can distinguish a real diamond from a fake. If you are confused whether a diamond is real or not, simply breathe on it. A real diamond will clear up within 1 or 2 seconds. A fake one will stay foggy for a good 3 to 4 seconds. Easy, isn't it? Albert Einstein's last words were in German. One of the world's greatest scientists, Albert Einstein's last words were uttered in German before he passed away in 1955. Unfortunately, their meaning was not understood by his nurses who spoke only English. A woman once purchased an invisible artwork. Would you pay $10,000 for something that you cannot see? Just ask Amy Davison, who did exactly that. In 2011, the Montreal web producer purchased an invisible artwork for a whooping figure that drew equal admiration and criticism from across the world. Snake Island in Sao Paulo is home to over 4,000 snakes. This literally translates as one snake for every 6 square yards. One of the scariest places in the world, Snake Island is also home to one of the world's deadliest snakes, the golden lancehead. This is definitely not somewhere you want to go for a leisurely holiday stroll. Sharks can smell blood at 1 part in a million. A shark has such an acute sense of smell that it can detect a drop of blood in 1 million drops of water. That amazing capability, coupled with their stealth and razor-sharp teeth, truly put this fish at the top of the aquatic food chain. Bread is bad for ducks. It is a popular sight to see people sitting by the river's edge and feeding ducks breadcrumbs. However, these crumbs are actually unhealthy for the birds who simply enjoy their good taste and derive zero nutrition from them. This is one fact that should definitely be shared around. Before we unveil our final fact, it is time for our audience question. Tell us about any one scientific fact that has truly left you astounded in your life. Do let us know in the comments below. As always, we love hearing from you. In fact, the most interesting facts may get a video of their own. Now, back to our list. The Twitter bird has a name. Yes, that's right. The familiar blue bird that symbolizes Twitter has a name. It's called Larry. Rumor has it that the bird has been named after NBA player Larry Bird, who played for the Boston Celtics, which is the home state team for Twitter co-founder Fizz Stone. Like what you saw? Do support us by hitting the like button. Comment below and let us know the ones you're eager to catch. Hope you enjoyed our video and do not forget to share. For more great content, subscribe to our channel. See you next time.